Hey guys, Ginger here. Funny, if you look at the timer in the bottom right, as you've already clicked on the video, you know what this is. Um, Sadly enough, this is a PostCom, because when I went to upload week 2, the volume was unbearably low, and I don't have editing software, let alone use it, because I'm a scrub and just do lives. Um, but yeah, it's June, July. It's July now. Um, and this is my week 2 battle against, of course, PokeTy, as you see in the title. PokeTy is a rival and cousin of Andy, my favorite man in the world, currently second favorite, but wait. Um, don't worry about that. So basically, I have this team, and I'm gonna go over it. I have the replay. I'm gonna basically go over his team. His team has changed, so I had to do some archiving. Gliscor's also there. I forgot that that thing existed. Gliscor. It's right there. Yeah. All right. So this was his team currently. It was a great team. And, of course, you know my team at the top right here. Actually, for this battle, funny enough, was it for him? I think it was for him. I did not have Megalopony. I had Mega Heracross and Spiritomb. Hence the Spiritomb you see down there. I don't know why. I think I was stupid. I didn't really like Megalopony in my future matchups, and I'm like, do I want it? And I thought I should get Mega Heracross. Then I realized my mistake. And AAA Bata, if you're trying to get a sneak peek at your team builder, there's your team. Oh, it's hiding. You should be ready. But basically, his Z-movers stayed the same since he last traded, being Blastoise, Guzzlord, and Venusaur, but there's a bunch of changes to that for here. So he has Tapu Lele, and this one actually has Psychic Surge and Psychic Terrain because we wanted to try something before Gen 8, and we allowed it. And then he had Hawlucha to pair with it because Lele Lucha, you know, the seed, the Psychic Seed. Skarm, good defensive Pokemon, just good. It's a great Pokemon all around. Jolteon, fast, good special defense, gets stuff done offensively, but gets shut down by ground types usually. Forced to run HP ground, or HP ice. Megazard Y, he had this as a sun support Pokemon. Great special attack stat, as you can see. Even good attack stat. Dragon Dance for speed boosting, and just great special pressure. On the first 6 lineup, he has Blastoise, which is a huge threat to my team. Blastoise destroys my team. I had Electros for it. That's it. Because I didn't have Megalopony, I had Mega Heracross, and Mega Heracross does awful against his team. Next up is Guzzlord, crazy HP stat. I think it's almost up there with the Blissey's line, but amazing, 650. That's so much. Attack stats alright, special attack stats alright. Everything else sucks though. Beast Boost, great ability, great coverage too. Ninjask, I was kind of afraid of a baton passing set because his team with baton pass Lele with like Assault Vest for attacks bodies me. I'm like, that's a really bad thing that could happen to me. And it's faster than Megalopony with Aerial Ace. Well, Mega Heracross with Aerial Ace. Venusaur. It was a Sunmon, and I didn't really see it coming against my team because of threats like Victini, Torn, just a bunch of good Pokemon I had. Then we have Excadrill, Excadrill really doesn't do much in the long run of things, but it's just high attack stat, good amount of resistances, rapid spin, so on. And last but not least, Gliscor, which I don't really remember him having. I don't know if he actually just got that, or not just, but after our battle got that. I don't. This must be where he is. I'm in the draft channel. Oops. I always get those two mixed up. Dropping that, and then he did that for Keldeo. He lost Hawlucha, actually. That's amazing. That's weird for him. And then, I guess he did have Gliscor, yeah. But yeah, good Pokemon defensively, just like Scarm, which I don't know why I drafted it. But I have great pressure for it with Clawitzer, Dragalge, Ninetales, so on. But let's get into my team now. I built purely around the fact that this thing, that thing, were threats. I couldn't for the life of me run normal sets because of Hawlucha. So, let's get into my sets. Crook, enough defense to live a, I want to say it was a +2 high jump kick. I was able to roar, even on the sub, on the swords dance, anything. Set up rocks, because rocks gave me a bunch of rolls that I needed to fulfill and break his team out. Like Zard, hit Gliscor neutrally, Ninjask in case it was because it's a big threat. And then Crunch and Earthquake dual stab. Crunch gave me ways to kill Lele, and Crunch let me put these 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon into range of moves I needed them to be. Hence, most of these Pokemon. Now, I came into this battle with a thought in mind that this Victini was winning me the game. It's a very weird tech, but Bolt Strike and V-Create killed everything. Like, look at his team and look at those two moves. V-Create, V-Create. Actually, I had Bolt Strike on you. V-Create, Bolt Strike, Bolt Strike. Defensive was a very threatening Pokemon, so I had to, like, 3-hit it if it was defensive, if I remember correctly. Because it's so bulky. But, so I'm not really sure. I needed, with rocks, I think I, killed Lele with V-Create, and I was Assault Vest, as you can see. Now, weirdly enough, I'm Quick Attack, and Quick Attack is for a Hawlucha that might have low HP, and the terrain is gone, and this Victini is a cleanup. Victini is able to live a lot of attacks, though, especially with this defense, so it was just a win-win. Big ol' poof, standard set from me. Very defensive, another defensive Mon, because that's all I wanted in life. Moonblast to kill the Hawlucha, or chip it down for Quick Attack, I think. Stun Spore for Hawlucha. Z-Memento for my Victini that was inevitably the win con, because Assault Vest made it so I always beat this thing. I sometimes beat this thing, and a couple others. But yeah, Z-Memento just really helped me out. Old member, new friend, or new member, old friend. This is a Will-O-Wisp max defense set. Icy Wind for slowing down his threats, as in these 4, if it was Scarf, or if this thing was Scarf. It also hit Gliscor relatively decent. And then Calm Mind, Shadow Ball also hit him very hard, since his Shadow Ball resist was, as you can see, Guzzlord, which was not coming to this battle. Then we got Will Smith, but white. Get it, because he was in the Aladdin movie. This was a specially defensive Tornadus, actually. Built to just beat a couple Pokemon on a special side that I had real trouble fighting. Such as, I am really talking fast. such as Blastoise and Lele. And I was Tailwind for a special reason I'll get into, and then I was Defog, Heat Wave, Air Slash. Defog so I don't lose to rocks with my Victini, and then Heat Wave, Air Slash for the 4. I only needed 4 special attack to 2-hit. A defensive, a physically defensive Scarm, and Air Slash was Chip on the Blastoise to kill with Bolt Strike. Now, Tailwind and Ninetales went along beautifully. Now, why? Because, listen to this. I was able to run a Tailwind Scarf variant of Ninetales and Blizzard away his team. Skarmory didn't eat him very well. Blastoise was the only threat. Once again, of course. Excadrill wasn't a threat because I was Scarf. And I had these 2 moves. I didn't need them. Aurora Veil and Charm, they were just there in case of emergency. Versus a boosted Excadrill or Guzzlord even. It even helped against Guzzlord, Hawlucha, and Ninjask. And Aurora Veil because it's Aurora Veil. But yeah, so let's get into the replay. Now these 6, one of the only times I remember knowing or thinking which 6 were going to come. Obviously, like I said, these 2, 3 were obvious, but spoilers, the top 6 are literally what he brought. Funny enough. And then, of course, my team, he said, Curtis said Lele looked dangerous, when in reality it wasn't, but, so Ginger is about to get bodied. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm going to go turn by turn, my thought process, and maybe his. So turn 1, I led Crook against his Scarm. Now, Crook was able to get up rocks, which I needed, and, because I saw a Zard. I didn't want that thing having rocks, and if he gets his own rocks up and it's defog, he's forced to defog. So I intimidate, obviously. I go for my own rocks. I'm guessing he goes for his own. And I crunch. I wanted to see what set this was, and he showed me it was a rather Fizz-Def set. Now, at this point, I'm already dying to Hawlucha, so I just decided to get some chip. I crunch on the Blastoise, which is super nice. And then I go Spiritomb to just kind of fight this thing. I didn't want him rapid spinning, obviously. And then he goes Jolteon. I Shadow Ball, doing a good crit of 44. And he reveals Wish. Now, at this point, I'm like, support, not leftovers. All the moves I'm making literally are just me thinking chip, everything. Which I did. And as you can see, this move I Icy Winded to lower this thing's speed. I'm thinking he's a sweeper, Life Orb, but he's not. He's a Wish support, and I'm thinking, does he go into Charizard and try to win? Or just chip, just kill this thing so Hawlucha has an easier time, at least. And that's what I was afraid of, so I kind of just had to let it happen as he Volt switches. That did 46. And then we see he's also Life Orb, so I'm looking at a Life Orb Wish passing Jolteon. Now, what does that mean? I still don't know to this day. I don't know what he was going for, but he brings out Blastoise, gets rocked, and I'm like, I need more chip on the anything. So I just went for a plain Shadow Ball crit. Now, I believe this crit mattered to the world, to PokeTy, because if I didn't crit there, what happens right here, that Agua Berry wouldn't have procced, I think, in my professional opinion, of course. And he would have had that berry for later in the game. So, he gets back up to full health. I'm like, I should get more chip. He Hydro Pumps doing 34, and I get my Shadow Ball off. Now, I'm seeing Hydro Pump Scald, and I'm like, this dude is weird. What is he doing? So then, of course, I just thought, kill me, whatever you gotta do. And then I had to go Tornadus. I didn't want rocks up particularly, and I just thought that was the best play I could make. He had Ice Beam. He was such a weird set. I guess he just wanted coverage for everything, though. and probably some stuff to kill Victini, Crook, so on and so forth. So I air slash, get some more chip. I got a flinch, which I don't think matters in the long run because this is Victini range based on his spread. And then he goes Skarmory. I can obviously air slash. So I got my hacks back, which is really unfortunate. But it didn't matter to me too much. I'm able to heat wave this thing freely. Like, what's he gonna do? Set up his own rocks on my defogger? And now that means that I would have killed him if I didn't miss that air slash. So all's fair in love and war. It happens. Sorry about the sudden pause. I heard something. Had to investigate. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I heat wave. He sets up rocks again. So I thought that was weird. I just defogged. And I thought he was just going to keep setting up rocks until he died, but he didn't. Goes for Roost. I'm able to kill him at this range. Sorry if you can hear anything. But I heat wave again, and now he's gone Charizard. So he wants to preserve Skarmory for rocks, because he knows that these three Pokemon are all threatening to him, very offensively. And I'm like, ooh, what do I do here? So I think I just go for Air Slash. I don't know, I didn't look over it. So yeah, I Air Slashed, and he tried to set up in my face. Now, what does this mean for me? Basically, I have to Tailwind, and I have to hope he kills me. Because, of course, you know that I have my Scarf. I'm like, okay, this is a great time for me to Tailwind. He kills me. I go into my Scarf. Right? So I do. That was the plan. I hoped he killed me, which he ended up doing very vigilantly. It was offensive. I thought that was so funny when my team specially is very weak. Except for Dragalge, which I was not bringing. Because look at Dragalge's matchup against... yeah, no. But, so he goes 9, I go Ninetales, and, you know, as I know, it's Scarf. He doesn't know that yet, but he must assume that. And then we see this crit. Basically, this crit kind of matters, but it definitely did, because that 65, this thing is so weak, boys. Like, look at my spread. That was so funny to me. As you can see, my spread here is max special attack, and that did that much as a crit. So I'm thinking special set? That's weird. Or like Spadef set? Alright, you do you, big guy. So I just went for it again. I was absolutely free to do so. As he goes Blastoise, and look at this. Blastoise getting a good 19, and I'm like, I need to keep attacking this thing, or else I lose. So I hit it for another 19. He Hydro Pumps, does 55, and then dies. So now, he has a couple choices. I have one turn of Tailwind left, and he has Psychic Terrain up where he needs Hawlucha to sweep. So I think he goes Hawlucha here trying to win. And with, Tailwind peered out. But it all depended on what his set was, because I'm, still Scarf. I'm still hitting my Blizzards for full. I thought I saw it a turn, but no. So he Swords Dances on me, and I Blizzard. Now, look at that damage. Oh, that's so saddening. So basically, I had to hope for these last two Psychic Terrain turns, because I have Quick Attack in the back. I know he probably has Roost, so I just have to keep going for it. He Roosts, obviously, big brain play. And then I have Blizzard, so he's at 11%. We have one turn left for everything. So I need him this next turn to kill me, or else I lose the game. Look, there's nothing up. If he Roosts here, it's over. If he doesn't, I can win, but no, I don't think I could at this point, because Chople is down. He's +2. He's B +1. So I think I might have still been able to live, but it would have been a stretch. Or I would just Memento, honestly. Or Stun Spore. I think I would have Stun Spore in that position. I'm not really too sure. So yeah, but luckily he kills me, and the Quick Attack Victini comes into play and kills Hawlucha now. Oh, I thought this was the greatest play of all time. If you heard me while recording this, I was freaking out in my seat. I'm like, that worked! Oh my god, I can't believe it, that worked! And I was so ecstatic, because that means I have a chance this game. Blastoise is dead, and everything else is low. Meaning, Victini can just win this game. So I had to make the right plays, though. I had to V-create here, so I wouldn't lose to Jolteon. And now, Lele, even at -1, Specs Lele couldn't kill me, and we even knew that it was Leftovers Lele, so I knew he couldn't kill me. Because I'm at base special defense, and I get outsped by everything, but everything dies to my V-create. So he goes Lele, Moonblast doing 25, and then I V-create, killing those two. Meaning I have 3 kills thus far, and I have to switch here, or else I lose to this Jolteon. So I have to go Whimsicott, and he Shadow Balls. That did a good 44%. And then I tried to Z Memento, and it doesn't kill me, but it also doesn't work. And then he was a slower Jolteon, and my Whimsicott picked up that kill. So at this point, he has a wish coming towards him. No. Yeah, he has a wish coming towards him. And the only smart thing to do here is Stun Spore on his Roost. So he was back to full. No, he didn't get it. Never mind, I lied to you. But yeah, so I'm able to just Memento regular at this point. He gets paralyzed, which didn't matter. And then I go Victini and Bolt Strike. Win the game. That was how it ended. So I beat PokeTy 2-0, just barely pulling out ahead. Like I said at the beginning of this match, Victini was a priority. Always was that entire game. But yeah, so week 3 should be coming out relatively soon, hopefully. I'm not really too sure. I haven't even recorded week 3, 4, or 5 yet, because I'm a week ahead of everyone else, because I'm just that cool. That's not true. My people were just lazy. And in a rush. They weren't lazy, they were in a rush. So the opposite of lazy? I don't know. But, yeah, so I'm sitting at 2-0 plus 3, almost at the top of the leaderboard. I think I was like 2nd place at this point, which made me ecstatic. So yeah, Godtini pulling through for the team, getting 4 kills this game, 4 kills week 1, hitting 8 kills in 2 weeks. That makes Victini like the best Pokemon in the league. Next up, we will be going against Ryo and his. He doesn't have a team name, so Ryo. We're going against Ryo. Great team on his end, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.